here at a different time. I am going to take off my jacket as it's getting a little warm in here. Wonderful spring weather. You get some first time you're seeing this Soulframe stream. You know, I'm trying to do more of these afternoon streams. You know, if I can get my work done and, you know, be caught up by the time 2 o'clock rolls around. That's my goal, is that I can finish all of my junk and everything that needs to get done, and I can have potentially a stream, not like regularly. The goal is to do it as often as I can, but yeah, currently, I mean, the idea is, like, I have title and thumbnail streams for Warframe. These will never be that. Like, if you're seeing an afternoon stream, it's always just going to be kind of a hangout, chill session. We're just going to play some games. I'm starting to do more of these, like, Soulframe streams, so I want to start getting more of these going. So yeah, apologies for yapping a little bit while I get the stream all set up, but we should have everything plugged in. But yeah, I mean, the title and thumbnail for the YouTube video is the most broken and OP starter pack, so I guess I can run over here to the loadout area and I can just explain exactly what that means. Because if you guys know me for anything, you know me to be like a courage spammer. Like, that's all I use is courage. I only ever play long swords. You know, courage not only gives you ability strength, but it also gives you melee damage as well. So depending on what your weapon scales with, it can kind of change some stuff. I could have sworn, oh, YouTube is working. I was just being very ADHD. So yeah, I mean, I'll go over to the stats. This is an important one. So the Pact is currently level 23, so I'm still missing a couple points. But you can see, you know, 30 courage is not something everybody will have access to. And that's because of my player level on the top left. So I'm player level 12, which is essentially your mastery rank. So when you rank up new gear or new weapons and new pacts, then you'll add to your player level, and then every time you level up, you'll get an extra stat point. So in a lot of ways, this build is actually impossible for people to do. Like, you don't have access to all these stats, so you won't do nearly as much. Well, maybe not nearly. You'll still do a decent amount of damage, but I think you will suffer because obviously, like, the courage stat, while, you know, not only buffs your melee attack damage, but also buffs your power strength, which then in turn, because of the Pact, buffs your melee attack damage. And that's because of two abilities. The first one, and the actual, like, nuke one-shot, like, an ability that gives you so much damage that you can kill a banneret before they can land a single strike. Like, basically every banneret, I think even, like, level 20 plus bannerets, they'll all die in a single parry, a riposte, and then, like, maybe 1 or 2 hits after that. Like, it deals bonuses to consecutive attacks, and the whole idea is that it just has a number of charges. So the actual way to use it, and, you know, in some ways it's kind of wanting you to do the full tank setup. So the second ability gives you damage and defense, which is, you know, just leaning into you being a tank. And then the third ability, even more so, has like a short range stagger and stun, and then also reduces your stagger or increases your stagger resistance. So it makes it, you basically can just never be staggered out of anything, or you don't get staggered by light attacks. So you can basically just bum rush everybody and face tank. And you do also have a heal. It's not as good as the other healing abilities in the game. Garen Rude has the best one, and then Aselda also has a pretty good healing pack. But yeah, it does still have a heal. It's a heal from kills, so it won't really be useful in the situations that a heal is most valuable, which is like versus Nimrod or like certain enemies. But because you do so much damage, that's not really an issue. So yeah, the reason that this is so OP is basically just because of Fellust. Call of the Ancients has like a decently long cooldown, so it is just a duration based ability. So, you know, it'll just be active for the duration, and then when the duration concludes, then it goes on cooldown. It's a pretty decent cooldown, but this is an ability that you can almost keep active all the time. You know, it's got a brief little down period where you won't be able to use it, but you can use this as your primary ability, and basically I never use Clash. But yeah, the idea is that with Fellust, it's it's a gameplay loop, I guess is what I would say. So, I think my loop back didn't get updated. Oh, I didn't change it. I never changed it, I think. Let me do this. Apologies. You guys are hearing awful audio. Let me do this real quick. That was a failure on my part. I forgot that I restarted the Streamlabs. Let me grab that. Where are you? Loop back. Loop back went. Okay, sorry about that. You guys were hearing some awful audio. I think you were still potentially hearing my voice, but it probably sounded terrible. So, apologies. Yeah, I mean, I guess it sucks. I have to go through and explain it again. But yeah, the main actual kit and the reason that this ability is so strong is just Call of Ancients and Fellas. So 99% of the time, I'm just only using Call of Ancients. I'm just keeping it active. You know, it gives you some defense. So if you are parrying properly and you have a good kill rate, then you will out heal any damage that you take, because obviously, like, it does give you a pretty significant defense increase. And you know, with really high courage, it means really high power strength, which means even more defense, even more damage. And this is just a duration based ability, so as long it has a very easy to see particle effect, so it's not hard to tell when you have it active. But yeah, literally just Fellas. The only thing you need to do is activate it and then sit there and wait. And I'm only really using it on bannerets that I'm killing for the bounties. But yeah, the idea is, like, because it's charge based and it works off of consecutive attacks, it means that if you do 3 hits and none of them are consecutive, it'll still use up the ability but won't give you a bonus. But what you should be doing is just standing there waiting, land a parry, hit the riposte, and then the banneret will do one of 2 things. The banneret will either heal, or maybe 3 things. It'll either heal, it'll activate its, like, elemental ability, or it'll just straight up just get staggered. So regardless of what the outcome is, it doesn't change how you play. You just land a parry, immediately riposte, and then just keep attacking. And, you know, the riposte is 2 free hits that you're guaranteed as long as there's not enemies that stagger you out of it. So sometimes when I'm fighting bannerets, I am killing stragglers first. But yeah, you just kind of run in, parry, get the double hit, and then, you know, your 3rd and your 4th hit will be the final hits that deal enough damage to just one shot. Or, you know, not one shot, but to just wipe any enemy, any level. It might not kill Nimrod instantaneously, but, you know, I bet if you fought like a level 20 Nimrod, then it might be dangerous. But Soulframe release. I will say, Coldfunk, the Soulframe is doing a dev stream, and if you have your Twitch account linked, so if you go to the Soulframe website, they should have a guide. I think the Soulframe dev stream is very early on Friday. So I think it's like Pacific time for me. It's like 9 a.m. or something. I think it's like 3 hours before the Warframe dev stream. But if you can wake up early enough, depending on what time zone you're at, on Friday, and you have the Twitch drops, like, linked properly, then you can just get a free Soulframe code. So it's still in super early alpha. It's still in the Preludes era. But if you are able to get that set up properly and you are able to be there on Twitch for the dev stream, you will get a free copy. So if you're seeing the Soulframe game, I'm just going to be playing more Soulframe in general, but you do have the ability to potentially get yourself a Soulframe code if you can get it all set up. I know sometimes it can be a little annoying, so I would hate for you know, you to think that it's set up properly and it's not. But I think that really just covers Tetherin. I'll show the upgrades. What I've done for all of my packs now is I stopped taking Wingspan, Voided, and Sympathy. I'm still taking Rooted, but I'm only taking the 1st level. I just realized that I think Sympathy is just bugged. Either it gives you a minuscule amount of HP, or it just doesn't work at all. Now I'm waiting so I can get the full experience. Yeah, no, I feel that. It's going to be quite a while for that. Now I will say, definitely I am a Soulframe stan. Like, it's kind of built for me. A lot of DE content is kind of built for me, very arcadey, very easy to play. So it is mostly just a collectathon at this point. Like, the gameplay loop for me is just get everything in the game. I have all the weapons, so I'm working towards all the pacts. But the important one is actually over here, Conqueror. Absorb a small amount of life from enemies you fell. So you have to kill them with your weapon. If you kill them with a smite strike, then it doesn't give you the heal. You'll see a little particle effect when they heal you. So it's a pretty decent amount at level 2, but I am going to get that to level 3. And then I'm going to be taking level 3 in Morris Pride and probably, a single level in Iridis's Favor, just to have a little bit more duration. Obviously, like, Spirit is your ability duration and Grace is your ability range. So, primarily just a Courage build. It's going to benefit way more from just maxing out as much Courage as you can. But, you know, if you invest a few points into Iridis, then you'll get a longer buff on your second ability. Yeah, the combat. Yeah, I think that was the main thing for me, is that it is just insanely fun combat, but has the Warframe gameplay loop of just being a kind of a looter shooter. This is more like a looter Souls-like, but I think that covers the yapping section. Apologies for, I mean, I'll have to set that up every time on stream, so I'll remember for future streams to not have shitty audio quality, so I apologize. I hope it still makes sense. It's like Deviri, but a little bit, yeah. I was pretty convinced that Deviri was like a test, like a way to build out like a 3D action RPG gameplay loop within the Warframe engine. Like, I think that was my theory, and I feel like a lot of people's theory was like, oh, Deviri is like Soulframe 0.1 or whatever, and like Soulframe is Deviri 2.0. So it's time to actually play some games. But yeah, I mean, in terms of yapping, I didn't want to yap too long because it's like this Pact is like way better showcase just like playing it. Because yeah, I mean, I have 7,000, I think, maybe more. I think I have about 7,000 XP left to farm for Kith of Kings, and I think I need 5,000 more for Mora's Hand. So there's a potential that I'm still doing Kith of King packs for like, or Kith of King bounties for quite a while. So I am at 18,000 or maybe a little bit higher at this point. So yeah, I think in the end, there's not a lot of reason to have an insane amount of DPS or just to have an insane amount of power in general. Like, most of the bounties you can do like high level, so it's like mission. Yeah, it's like so yeah, you talk to that dude, it starts a quest, and then this quest is like several bounty stages, you're very familiar, and then it'll end with like a boss encounter. So you could fight a banneret, you could fight I think it's just bannerets and the stag, and that's it. But yeah, I guess I'll start activating some of my abilities, but you can see that just like I have such high player level that I just do absurd amounts of damage. Like, these guys are level 9, they're trash mobs. Anything under about level 15 is a trash mob, and then, you know, when the 15 to 20 gets a little bit more difficult, and then 20 plus is really where you start to feel it. Shout out Chris, he says, OMG, welcome in. Yeah, I don't think these will be super common. I want to do like these afternoon streams as much as I can, but definitely I'm changing some of my schedule around so that I can, you know, spend some time from 2 to 4 doing an extra stream for you guys, and then I still try to work out at 4, so the streams will basically always end at 4. So if I can get on a little bit earlier, then you'll have a little bit of a longer stream. But in general, that's kind of what you can expect is, you know, you'll still see the 7 to 9 streams. That'll always be Monday through Friday. And, you know, with Soulframe, I am just doing Soulframe Fridays. Like, every Friday I have some drinks, I play some Soulframe. I shout out Cole Funk for following, appreciate it. And I think the most important thing is that while there are a few animations that could use some work, like, I think there's a few weapon movesets that are a little lackluster, and I'm going to be talking about that on Friday. Like, Friday is just going to be kind of an actual review stream, or maybe a boss, yeah. Are there, like, different missions for... No, so missions don't really change. They're still, like, the same internal missions. It's just, like, randomized, you know, stuff. But, yeah, you'll still see... You know, the Sail Sprout, you'll always see the treasure chest, you'll see like the kill the patrol or clear the encampment. So, you know, it's just a persistive world, so you literally just like run around and do stuff. Shout out my boy over on YouTube. I wish I could pronounce that name, but did you get all map trees? Yep, I got all the map trees. That was super annoying. I don't think it's difficult, but I did spend like a full day doing it just because you have to like spend some time. You run to an area, like the the map has like these lines that are hard to see when you don't have a lot of it unlocked, but once you start unlocking it, you're like, oh, here's the delineation where this area begins and this area ends. So generally the tree will be somewhere in the middle. It's pretty good about actually being in the middle of an area, but especially on the outer rim, like if I go to like these areas, super fucking annoying. Like the tree is way out here. Like so much of those outside areas are just gigantic, and they have a lot of trees, but like the thing I would say is like those trees are best seen just by the gnarled branches. Like just get to a high point and then just kind of look around, because those trees are like rendered a little differently, so it's Bulgarian. And you go in from the map. Yeah, the Dukehallic. Dukehallic is a very good polearm. I think it's a courage polearm. I think it's the only polearm that doesn't scale off of the starter one might scale off of courage as well, but yeah, just being a melee weapon that scales off of courage makes it like insanely powerful. But Gathanon is I think it still has better stats with a spirit build. Like even with the reduction in stats towards courage, like you can still get some really high damage out of Gathanon. But yeah, I love the polearms. The polearms are one of the examples that I talk about where the animations can suck a little bit. Why you camera blurry? Oh, am I out of focus? Here, one sec. Sorry, that should fix it. Yeah, I was just out of focus. I know that sometimes if I look away from the camera or if I look down, so appreciate you letting me know. It takes me a brief moment to fix it, so shout out Chris. I made it count like a super cringe, law, especially my name. Dude, I'm glad that, like, I don't know exactly how to phrase it, but like I'm glad that I'm pretty boring with my naming convention, that I just try to have like a simple, easy, you know, that's like, I mean, the reason that my channel is just called my name, because in the end, I'm going to end up doing lots of different content on this channel, and ooh, big hit, and I'm dead. That's fine. And yeah, while the Pact is really OP, I'm a Yapatron, and I'm the master of not paying attention when I should be playing the game. But yeah, it's good warm up, I guess. Pollution Spear from map trees. Yeah. So Dukehallic, the spear you get from the map trees is very good. I mean, it is still a spear. That's the thing, is like the riposte animation on polearms like sucks ass. It's actually terrible. So is the Spectre Strike animation. They don't have good range. It's like this weird thing where the polearm, all the other attacks have like really good range, and it's actually like easy to use and fun. And like the real truth is that the charged heavy of the polearm is like one of the most broken attacks. Like that single attack is like better than every other combo in the entire polearm moveset. And I think that's one of the points that I'm going to talk about on Friday, is like, especially in this type of game, you know, whether you call it a 3D action RPG or a Souls-like or whatever, in the end, it is like meta means something different. Like the meta for the polearm is to just only spam charged heavy. You know, it's like meta as in most effective tactic available. It's like, why bother using any other attack if you can just one shot? So you see parry, double hit, you see he activates the fire and he's dead. So because the riposte does so much damage on the consecutive attack, it gets the banneret to half health. And then when they get to half health, then they are forced, like not forced, but they essentially always trigger one of those animations. Either they'll heal or they'll like activate their elemental ability. And so in that time, you can land 2 more hits and just fully kill like anything in the game. And I think Felost is like 5 charges, but I've never seen anything live past 4 hits. So I found out the name of the pollution. It's called Icor. Yep. I love there's a couple lines. There's a couple Sinecure lines. I love the Sinecure. I just love their voice lines. I think they're so funny. And like when they blow themselves up and they're like, it's Sidon's name. I think it's so fucking funny. Or like the bannerets. The bannerets have some awesome, it's spilled Icor. Yeah, that's like but the bannerets, it's like they have some fire fucking lines. They're so fun. And I think that's like, it's this weird thing where it is just like a very addicting game to play. And like the main thing is that, it just like is seamless and like effortless to play. So I have so much fun with it, man. I like Thunderman voice. Oh yeah. Yeah. Nimrod's the best. Yeah, Nimrod has a cool vibe. Yeah, I'm looking at the. I'm keeping an eye on the frame rate. So it looks it seems like we're losing some frames. Here, let me pause this real quick. Keep saying thunder, yeah. Okay, so we are. Yeah, we're at 54, 59. Okay, 60. So we might have had a little bit of a hiccup there. There may be some potential that the FPS is dropping a little bit. I'm seeing that. I'm not sure exactly where that is coming from. No, I think I might just have to... Ooh, yeah, that was a... Yeah, it seems that my laptop is occasionally having some frame drops, like losing 3 FPS, 4 FPS here or there, so apologies, chat. I'll see if I can take a look at it and modify it. Is Mada like Vayhack from Warframe? Dude, well said. Mada does have my favorite lines. Poor Mada. What does she say? Coal flares that have sun. Oh, another crate of junk for Mada. Like, she's so funny, dude. She has like all the most. I'm like, I don't know who's writing these lines, but they're good. Yeah, like Mada. Yeah, Vayhack. Yeah, Mada does have Vayhack vibes in terms of just like the best lines. Like so much fun to just like sit and listen to. Like, I have no reason to fight Vayhack, but I love ghoul bounties. I love when ghouls show up for that reason. That you just get to hear Vayhack be like, "Oh, look at my children!" Yes, it's like, I don't know, like I think this game is also way more casual as well, which is like weird to say, but I think because the combat is so much more structured. Shout out Toastbusters for dropping a rose. Appreciate it. Thank you. Also, I missed Chris saying Chris, parentheses, Amar's son. Yeah, like because the damage scaling is so much more strict in this game, like the difference between being at the start of the game and being like true endgame is a lot smaller than in Warframe. Like if you're doing like level cap or like Archimedia stuff, characters talk like poems. Yep, exactly. It is nice to be like, okay, this is, you know, set in like a medieval period, and it does have that writing style. Fire King Fenyutar, also really amazing lines. He has some awesome lines when you're just like playing bounties. He's so cool. He's a fucking badass, dude. He has the coolest lines. And when you get Igni Mora and you like steal, or you gain his Spectre and then you leave, and he has that like ice cold line. What is it? It's like, to feel the flames of Mora true, her arms entwined in sapphire blue. Yeah, and then it's like, and then he had a couple other lines when he was like a different character. He was something, light the way. Abilities are poems too. Well said. Yeah, like the descriptions and stuff. Yep, I get that. It has like a really cool vibe that I think is like completely different than anything you see. Like, I think DE really does like fantasy in a cool way, and it's cool to see that. Yeah, they do like straight up space ninja magic wizards with supernatural powers, and then this shit is like, you know, I put grounded in quotes, but it's definitely cool. It's interesting to have like the, you know, like the this is Undercity, right? Yeah, so like the villages and stuff, like when you see the people, like the people are like, where's the cops? Get the gruel out of here, you know? Like, get out of here, man. The Ode are spiders from space. Oh, I feel like there's some lore. Like, I feel like it's cool to start the lore and start learning about this game so early, because like I get like when they actually start revealing some of the Ode lore, like if they the more Ode characters they introduce, like, you know, in the dev stream they talked about the Mendicant King that's gonna show up in like the corrupted swamp areas in the open world, and I'm just like, I think that's so cool. And just the idea that a boss is so much cooler in this game than it is in Warframe. Like, you just gotta be real. Like, just the way that Warframe is built, most bosses end up being kind of a joke. Now I'm trying to do something very important, chat. And I may sound like a complete moron for saying this, but I'm just trying to drink more water. And you know, it's once again one of the king of saying stupid shit is Amar, but it's mostly just that when I stream in the afternoon, I do this bad thing of like doing the same thing that I do when I stream in the evening, where I just don't drink enough water and I just yap too much. And I noticed that like when I was doing the afternoon streams, I was like, oh wow, I really missed. I was really lacking on a bunch of water. And then when I finish the stream and I go, Green guy says ode spiders. Oh, interesting. Oh, I wonder if there's some lore hints that we don't know about yet. That's fucking sick. I will say I do love Avocot as well. I love that he calls me leggy. I love that he calls me like legs and shit. I think that's so funny. I think he's just like the cutest little corny guy, and I don't know, like all the characters have such cool vibes in this game. Like I love Lady Diora too. I think that whole like fight and the fact that like that's one of the only like actual story things you can do is like fight her and fight the stag. I think it's so sick. I don't know why I'm kiting her. I should just kill her. Let's just do this. Okay, there's the parry. There's the double hit. Oh, it wasn't enough damage. Oh, failure. Oh, but I still live. So, that was a different animation set than what I'm used to seeing. As you saw, I actually blocked. I can't play Soulframe, but God, I want to, dude. I feel it, man. No, it's like I felt so privileged that, you know, I just did an afternoon stream and there was just a guy in TikTok who was just like, hey, I have some codes, and I was like, what? No way. So, I mean, it took me like a couple weeks, maybe. I don't know. It was insanely fast that I literally farmed every weapon in the game, and that was like before they did the faction swapping rework. So like the packs that I had was it. Like there was a time when I actually like owned everything in the game, and that was, and I didn't level everything up, but I had definitely like crafted all of it. I don't have PC, only PS4 and PS5. Yeah, I feel it. No, that's I do think like while PCs are like more approachable than they've ever been, I think a PC is still like a pain in the ass for a lot of people. Like, you know, when I used to do game reviews, that was like a really big thing, is, you know, the games that I reviewed always came from Steam, and so like there were so many that just because they're made by a small team, you know, because they are like a super, like whether they're an early access or just like a straight up indie game or however you want to describe it, like they just weren't on like PS4, you know, Switch, Xbox, all that stuff. And so I would just feel so bad because I would get so many comments of people being like, is it available on PlayStation? And I would like, you know, I would make a point to like go in and Google and be like, okay, what platforms is this game on? And yeah, so many of them was like, oh, it's a PC and Xbox, or it's PC and Switch. But it was actually surprisingly rare that those like really awesome indie games were like, yeah, PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, like all platforms type vibes. But there's definitely still a bunch of standouts. But I will say, like, I've been a PC player for so long that I just have such a skewed perspective. Like, you know, when I was like in high school, the only gaming setup that I had was like the PS4, and then I had like the shittiest. What is it's like a mini ITX or something. It's like a PC case size. It was like the shittiest PC ever. And I would like play Minecraft on it. PC feels complicated. It definitely is. I will say like pre-builds are like also better than ever. Like, you know, if you're lucky, you may be able to get like a, you know, if you can get like a 30 series GPU, that's like the main thing, is like having a decent CPU. You know, not having super, like, as long as it's DDR4 RAM. So there's like a bunch of like words and like terminology that you have to learn, and like jargon to learn to even like begin to build a PC, and I think that's kind of annoying. Yeah. No, that's my thing, is like it's beyond just like doing like watching a YouTube video. Like you do need like somebody to talk to help you out with it, and I think that's like the biggest thing, is it's like, yeah, a PC is simple in its in like the most perfect situation, but PCs are never perfect, and you never end up with a perfect situation. But that's what I mean. Like there are pre-builds now where, you know, you can go to like Costco or, you know, Best Buy or whatever, and they'll be like, oh, you have the 3000 or 3070. Oh, Call of Ancients rank 2? Are you fucking kidding me? That's what I hate, is that they still have the Warframe abilities that they just level up so slow, and like you don't get the max level skills until like really far into the game, into the Pact. Like your Pact is basically like fully leveled up by the time you have the actual super strong abilities. So that does kind of make me sad. But yeah, you can see just like level 2 Call of Ancients, like these guys are truly, this really makes them look like trash mobs. Like it's a complete joke. And I will say, like, they rework some of the enemy levels, so it's a little bit easier to manage. Like, you shouldn't really be doing bounties like out in the right half of the map, because dude, when I would do bounties in the right half of the map, it would just be nothing but the collector over and over and over. And I love Mata, but hearing Mata like 7 times in a row, I was losing my mind a little bit. So while these areas are lower level, it's actually kind of nice because, you know, you get some XP from finishing bounties, and while you may get more XP from killing level 20 enemies, the bounties will also just take way longer because they're just higher level enemies. So it's this nice balance where, like, because these low level bounties in these like starter areas are so easy, you can finish them so fast that you actually get a pretty comparable amount of XP compared to like the Glades, which is like a really insane XP source. Like, if you actually want to just like power level something, just take it into the Glades like 3 or 4 times. New iconic enemies coming. Yup, exactly. I know that, like, yeah, they released these, like, this area, this like white area is like Ichor corrupted, and I think their plan is that they're going to be releasing some new areas in like the, you know, the Mendicant King, right? So fucking sick. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I guess just like, I think part of this game is that there is a lot to do, and so like doing multiple things at once, like you should basically always be farming bounties. There's no reason not to. You're gonna need a shit ton of XP, so it can be quite a grind. Like, you know, it's 5,000 XP per level, and I think they've been talking about scaling up the levels, so like level 5 would cost way more. It's one of those things that there's a reason they give you a 1-week timer. Shout out to Soulframe, welcome in. You want to join me for some gameplay? I'm totally down for it. I'm spamming a bunch of Tethran, and I don't think I even said the name of this pack, but this is Tethran. Apologies for saying it 30 minutes into the stream, but yeah, this is the Courage starter pack, you know, the guy with the maxed out Courage. So yeah, we get some grind session, but yeah, I would love to get my fellow content creator, Soulframe, in a minute, having a cigarette right now. Feel it. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Sinist in the chat, Sinist Soulframe, S-I-N-E-S-T, Soulframe. That's a Soulframe only channel. They've been playing with me recently. I'm so close to Tethran. Yup. Dude, yeah, I've been grinding this shit like crazy, dude. I've been like burning through bounties, so kind of a madman. Is it out? No, it's not out. What was the game you were playing earlier today? Earlier today, I wasn't live. I've been live today, right now, and I've only been playing Soulframe. So appreciate the likes as well. Shout out Pyro. Those over on TikTok. But dude, I don't know, man. Like, I think there will come a time. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to grind everything. I'm trying to get all the stuff, so that I can kind of chill out on Soulframe a little bit and play it more casually. So shout out Pyro for following and dropping some more likes, and the 45 likes, thank you. I want to like finish the factions. Are there are Ichor log stores you can find? Yep, absolutely. Letting the Warframe people, the keys drop on Friday stream. Yep, definitely. Yeah, I mentioned that already, that if you have your Twitch drops linked properly, then you can just get a Soulframe code. So I'll be telling that to my Warframe streams, you know, these upcoming days. As always, I go live at 7 p.m. as well, so I'll be live in a few more hours playing some Warframe, you know. In the evening, we mostly play Warframe, so it's still like pretty regularly just mostly playing Warframe. But you know, I'm trying to get some more Soulframe in. I'm trying to grind pretty hard. But I will say, like, yeah, I like. In the end, this game is just fun for me to play, and so there will come a time when I own everything and I've done everything. Appreciate the 167 likes on TikTok. And then, yeah, when that point comes, then I'm playing it more casually, kind of how I play, like, Wo Long and Stranger of Paradise. Like, I went back in and I did I did a couple rounds in Wolong and Stranger of Paradise because I wanted to boost the FPS back up to 120 now that I'm not streaming, and I'm telling you, that shit was satisfying. Like, Stranger of Paradise looks so good at 120 until like any enemy does an AoE attack, and then it drops to like 85 for like a split second. I haven't been able to get into Warframe after the Coda weapons drop. I just MR16 and all the Codas MR17. Dude, I forgot. Yeah, like the Tenet weapons, because it's like Kuva weapons are like 15, Tenet weapons are 16, and now Coda weapons are 17. It's kind of fucking evil, but I do think the Coda weapons are really strong. And I think it's also that just like infested weapons in general are so weird that like when they finally get their due and they get their valence bonus, they do become insanely strong. At night the moon is green. Yup. I think that's sick. Where's the sun? Can I show you the sun? Yeah, so the moon, or the sun, you can see there's the red sun and the blue sun. That's Mora. And then the blue sun is Saphine. Yeah, I think it should be called Saphine, but yeah, and then when the moon comes out, then it's green moon, and that's Iridis. So it's fucking cool. And like those are the, you know, those are like the stats that you upgrade, and those are the factions as well. I thought that was really awesome. I just think that like the universe and like the lore and like how it feels so far, I think is really, really cool. New suns? Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know how I would call them new, but they are cool. I mean, it's a fresh idea. I think just, I don't know, like, I feel like they know what they're doing with the world building. Like, they have things planned, and it's just going to get further from here. It's just going to get crazier, and, you know, like, I'm glad that it is, like, I'm glad that when I got in, it was just an insanely fun game to play. Like, regardless of what the progression looks like, regardless of any of that, like, I just have a lot of fun playing this game, and it has, like, that top tier like arcade feel, you know, whether you think of it as like a looter shooter feel or whatever. It's like it has that replayability, that ADHD gameplay, that's a little bit of stress, and you just kind of go, you just want more. I just want to keep playing. When can you play Soulframe? Ronan, I've got good news for you. If you link your Twitch account to your Soulframe Preludes account and then you watch the dev stream, Tucson's. Okay, yeah, I gotcha. Tucson's, yep. If you watch the dev stream, which should be happening early on Friday, I think it's like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Pacific time. I'm not quite sure. I should probably look that up, but yeah, they are doing a dev stream. So if you watch the dev stream and you have your Twitch drops turned on, you will just get a code. You'll just get a free Soulframe code. You can just play the game. So it can be a little early for some people. Obviously, like me on the West Coast can be a little early. Yeah. Tucson, yeah, appreciate it. No, I think in the end, there are things that I think can be improved. But I think the fact that they've done this so well already, and that this is where they're at in their current state, I think is very impressive. That, like, dude, I've played a lot of Souls-like. I've played a lot of 3D action RPGs, whether they're more of a Souls-like or they feel more like Devil May Cry or whatever spectrum they land on. Like, it is... I've seen a lot of stinkers. I've played a lot of stinkers that, like, yes, it's a 3D action RPG. Yes, it has the roll mechanic, and it has, you know, some of them are roguelikes, but they just don't have the, they don't have the gumbo. They don't have the stuff. So, I mean, invite. Oh, wait, did I already start it? Can I still send you an invite? Can I do it? Does it still work? Oh, wait, I saw you. Oh, shit, hang on one sec. Let me get to safety. I should be safe. Let me just kill these guys real quick. Come on. Come on. Easy clap. Chill. Patience. Just, oh, and I will say, you can, like, cancel. You can, like, dodge cancel so easily. It's really criminal. Come on, Sinist. Invite. Yes, okay, we're chill. Invite sent. That should be perfect timing. Okay. Excellent gameplay. Okay. We've got the strong boxes to deal with, but now I'm better. Oh, you stole the cage. Oh, let's hit this. Easy clap. Easy join. Nice snag. Yeah, dude, I'm getting close. I'm loving Tetherin, though. It's so fucking OP. Like, for this to be a starter pact is nuts, man. Like, this shit is so strong. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm hyped for it. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I just, like, it was when they announced it. I think the first time they announced it was on the dev short, and I was like, holy fuck, this is... It feels like Preludes 9 is kind of a vibe shift. The Sinecure calls you Gruel. Yeah, Gruel. That's like the term for I guess these guys, you know, I don't know, they have some significance. I don't know the exact like how to phrase it, but yeah, they are like, they have lore significance. Your character has like lore reasons to exist in the way it does. All right, let's see if I can tap Nimrod. All right, come on. I just need to parry, and then there's 2 hits. Oh, that's half his HP. Oh my God, that was literally 80% of his HP. That's so fucking criminal. That was 2 hits, and that was like 60% of his HP. Yeah, that's fucked, dude. Well, this is a pretty low level bounty. I guess it's not super. Well, they were like level 10 or something, so they're kind of trash mobs. But God, Tethering is so fucking OP. Dude, I might get Mora's hand, although I think Mora's hand is cooler. I think it has like the fucking flame sword and all this shit. Like, it's badass. So, oh, that's gaming. Yeah, I don't have Orengal anymore. I'm way too in love with Tethering. I have so much fun with it.
Your courage just pleased me.
All right. But this is what I mean. Like, there is just something about this game that just has the stuff. It has the gumption that I want, and I have so much fun with it. So, you do have the benefit of having a brief little downtime. So, I hear Tethering in the bow is insane. That sounds pretty sick. Because of the consecutive attack. Yes, that would make perfect sense. I wonder what it would be like, because obviously the bow scales with grace. So I'm wondering if you would lose out on some, like, I wonder how much damage you would lose out on without all that courage. Like, because I'm using the vetch, like, I wonder if because I'm like double dipping and like triple dipping super hard on courage, that I just have a shit ton of melee damage stacked on top of each other, like super far into Oblivion. So also, I didn't even mention that. Holy shit, Oblivion Remaster just shadow dropped. They do a little teaser, and then they just drop it, and like, I guess everyone on planet Earth is playing Oblivion Remastered except for me. But like I said, I mean, I know that for most of you guys, I'm primarily a Warframe channel, and like, I will still primarily be a Warframe channel because I'll still primarily always be returning to Warframe. But I do appreciate everybody that's, you know, that watched my previous Soulframe video and enjoyed it, and you know, it's something that I really enjoy streaming, and so like the streams will have some different titles. Like a lot of the streams I feel like will be more like discussion topics. I've been thinking that I might do some like Pact reviews and stuff, and do some build guides for a stream, and just like spend the beginning of a stream just kind of like talking about that. All right, let's see. We should be able to. Yup. See, there's the leapfrog. So I mean, I won't accidentally teleport myself back to my previous position, so I should be a little bit better off. But yeah, just the amount of damage that I can deal is a little bit criminal. So, oh my God, I can't get enough of this game. Like it did get it sank its claws into me. Oh, good, that's finished. Okay, and then I'm heading here. All right. Yeah, so sick. I mean, I love Fenyutar. He's got a couple cool ass lines. He's like, "Let's burn some cassids." Appreciate the 1,200 likes on TikTok. Thank you very much. I think there will be Steel Path and Soulframe. I know, yeah. Although I don't know how they would do Steel Path. They would have to scale up the game, like the power that you have. Like, I think it could work. The idea is that like a level 25 enemy is like significantly harder than a level like 8 or 9. Like, just the enemy levels in general, based on the stats that you have in this game currently, even a level 20, like, yeah, granted I have some really OP broken ass stats, but level 20s are still definitely harder. So if they did make a Steel Path, it would be very dangerous, but it would have to be. And so I think that would be some super late game stuff where what I want to see, one of the ancestors will have circle weapon. I don't know how to call. Oh, like a chakram. Yeah, I know. Like in Warframe, it's called a glaive. You know, most people I know that like there's like Reddit threads about like the glaives should be called chakram because a glaive is actually a polearm weapon, and I'm like, whatever. But yeah, I think that's what you're talking about. But yeah, it's just like I think what am I trying to say? I think like the fact that they add Odiak, like Odiak is a weird fucking weapon. Like, you know, a caster weapon, it throws out electric balls, is super sick. And like it makes me think that they're gonna add some strange weapons. Oh, huge circle weapon. Oh, I'm not sure what you mean then. Like a something or other. I don't know, like a flail maybe. Is that what you're talking about? All right, because yeah, if, there is a weapon that has a circle, like the Odiak, like creates a circle. All right, let's do this. Oh, is he just like not even looking at me? Oh, that's so cooked. That's so fucking cooked, dude. Oh my god. Oh, that's like straight up bonkers. That's like truly evil. This is so much damage. Oh my god, like. Yeah, they may need to make a steel path because I'm already pretty OP. I'm already like super powerful. So I think where this game is at currently, it does feel more like a simpler, more approachable, more straightforward game. Like the gameplay loop is way easier to understand. There's not like fucking, you know, like when somebody starts Warframe, there's like 50 million things to do and like a bunch of mods to grab and there's like quests to finish. But in Soulframe, like in its current state, it's like level up your gear, play bounties, and finish the few little story quests that they offer. And the story quests will unlock ancestors and stuff like that. But yeah, I think overall, I like the idea of like, okay, you know, it's a persistent world, and so the game just has to be a little bit different. But yeah, I think this is so much fun. I love this game. All right. Yeah, gotta snag my water. It's definitely like earlier in the day that obviously it's like warmer and the sun's out, so no shit, you need more water earlier in the day. But I feel like what I notice is that I get this weird feeling like generally the only time I ever get headaches is like when I haven't had enough water. And then if I just sit down and straight up like, I mean, it's like a meme on my channel that like every time I drink water, it's like I was in the Sahara for a week. I just like gulp, I like slurp it down like a fucking animal. But yeah, I don't know, like that's just the vibe. You got a giant water bottle, you drink a lot of water, you start to feel like a cow or like a horse. Sometimes you're just fucking slurping and like people pretty often will like comment like when I'm just grabbing a drink of water, they'll be like, Jesus Christ, dude, you got enough water there? You're fucking sucking it down like crazy. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I guess I just love water apparently. But I don't know, I've needed a high water intake for a long time. Like I've always kind of drank a lot of water. I used to be in Boy Scouts, so water is like incredibly, it's like so essential to like doing anything outdoors, especially if you're like camping or hiking. Like I think, in modern times when you're only outside for a little bit and you're, working out outside and you do it in limited controlled bursts, like water is a little bit more manageable. But I think that like, yeah, if you're just like outside for fucking 3 days, you're camping, you're doing whatever, you're going to the beach a lot, like water means something completely different. I think I'm gonna go to the scroll. Let's see, how far away are you? Yeah. Wait, can I even see you? Wait, where the hell? Oh, are you already at the Basilica? Yeah, I think you're already at the Basilica. Well, that means it should be done. That means it should basically be dead already. Oh, is he like over here around the bend? I will say, dude, that's definitely one of the only decisions that I actually make in this game. Yeah, you're here, right? Wait, where are you? Wait, I don't see your marker. Are you going to the third one? Yeah, I think you're going to the third one. All right, I'll kill the Basilica. I'm close enough now. I might as well do it. All right, let's see if we can like two-shot the Basilica. There's a shit ton of enemies. I think I can just run past them. I'm gonna like kite all of them and bring them all to you. But yeah, apologies. I'm slowing down a little bit. Still looking good though. I'm impressed. I think, I don't know, like I don't know if my opinions will change when I get further in the game, but yeah, let's just DP. Oh my fucking god, that's so criminal. And I should have one more hit, so it should be 5 hits that you just have 5 charges of the consecutive attack and then it just goes away. And so like it is an active ability, like so, like definitely if it's a buff, it's very passive to use, but like you know, that is one where like I want to use it in the proper situation. I want to spam it properly and actually get it going. So, my boy's right here. He's waiting for it. I'm gonna see if I can deal with some of these trash mobs. I am actually gonna activate the stagger resistance and the buff, so I can just have a defense increase and stuff like that. Oh, chill. Yeah, you can see I just poised through that shit. I also think like one of the main things is like with these games is like stagger mechanics and poise mechanics, that like games can interpret those differently, but I think that's an important part of these types of games is like, are there stagger mechanics? How are the stagger mechanics implemented? Okay, hit me, dude. Okay, here we go. Oh my fucking god. Straight up just one-shotted him with the riposte. Just one single riposte, and it did his entire health bar. That's so fucking evil. Soulframe Deathstream 410 Circle Weapon Ancestor. Oh, okay, that's cool, that's cool. Dude, well, yeah, what is a circle weapon? Because I thought it was like a glaive. Is it just like a big disc that is like a melee weapon? Is that what you're talking about? Howl buffs plus arrow rain is slaughtering. Dude, true. With your stuff also. No, I should like stand around and I want to see. Oh, because you get a grace buff. That's right. Fuck yeah. No, because like I want to see just like how much damage we can push out, because I think what I love so much about Tetheren is that it is like the tank. It is like the full tank. Like you have some of that with Garen Rude, but because how is courage doubled? Okay, I got you. Is it also a grace buff or is it just courage? Courage is doubled with Howl. Is that why I was doing so much damage? Because I had like 30 fucking courage. You need to look at it? Okay, yeah, I see. All right, well, chill. Dude, if that might be why I was doing so much damage. Because, yeah, the solo Tetheren is doing about as much damage as, like, the duo Oringal, where, like, we both have Oringal. We both max out the Soul Stone, or I forget what it's, Soulbound, I think is what it's called. And then it's just max courage on Vetch, and I was just nuking everything. I don't know, it's giant. Oh, that sounds sick. So it's like a, if you guys have seen the Dusk Bloods trailer, they kind of had vibes of, there was like that spinny weapon. Is that kind of what you're talking about? Because yeah, I think that would be fucking sick. And whatever they do, I will say, like, the animations that are in this game are like still pretty crispy. Yo, this is Soulframe closed alpha. I haven't been following the game much. Yeah, but actually good to know for you. That was Greg. If you watch the Soulframe dev stream, which is happening early on Friday, yeah, it should be 10 a.m. Eastern, which is like 7 a.m. Pacific. 10:17, yeah. Yeah, like if you have your Twitch account linked to your Soulframe Preludes account, then you get a free code, and you can just get a Soulframe code. And so all you have to do is, you know, make sure and double check, because yeah, if it doesn't work, that sucks a lot. But yeah, just get the Soulframe code, get your accounts connected, and then once they're connected, then you just watch the dev stream and you'll get a Twitch drop, and there you go. God, this is just criminal. Oh, it's just a straight shot. Okay, we're chilling. Just a straight shot. I'll definitely tune in. Yeah. Check. I don't know, maybe just Google Soulframe dev stream. I'm not sure the best way to like verify the time, but I'm pretty sure it's like either 10 a.m. Eastern or whatever. Will you look it up? I want to see your reaction. Oh yeah, here, give me a sec. Wait, here, let me finish this bounty and then we'll look it up. Did they show it? Did they show an image of it? Yeah, I mean, I would be curious, because I don't know how much I would glean from it just purely from seeing it. 10 Eastern time. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah. So you got it right. So yeah, 10 Eastern. So that would be 7 a.m. Pacific. So quite early in the morning for us Pacific folks, but definitely worth it to just guaranteed code. That's fucking sick. So shout out Sinis. Appreciate you having you here. It's that's what I like to see, dude. I mean, the Soulframe content creators, that shit's gonna start booming. So we gotta get some content creators on this shit. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the reason that Warframe is able to succeed is because there are so many content creators, and you can learn so much from the community. And while it does suck that the game doesn't teach it to you directly, it's like, it's definitely still, you know, it does suck. Like that is a big downside about this game, is that it still has that same massive Warframe flaw, which is just that. Here, I'll deal with these guys. Oh, is he gonna blow you up? Oh wait, can I stand between you guys? Sorry. Sorry, I couldn't save you. He suicided himself. I'm sorry. So yeah, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. If you're on somewhere else in the world, then I guess you got some Googling to do, but be there, be on the play Soulframe on Twitch. Be there, get yourself a free code, and then go watch Sinus Soulframe. If you get yourself a code, that's SINEST. You can see that his username is the same, so it's just his username and then Soulframe. So go check that out. I'm gonna post a link in the Discord as well, so you guys can go follow him there. And yeah, it's fire. I was watching the Pact reviews. I thought that was sick. I think it's very. What I will say is, like, the first like 20 minutes of your gameplay in this game will be the most confusing thing you've ever done. Like, if you have no information, you will just be like so lost. And then as you play, certain things will start to click. And I do know that, like, part of it in the end is that there is just a lot of stuff to understand. And what I also love is that because it is like it's got this whole, it'll probably be about 3 p.m. for me. Oh shit. Was that in Europe then? Is this GMT? Is this, let me do the math. 5 hours ahead? Yeah, would that be Western Europe then? That should be, right? Okay. We got a couple trash mobs. Oh, you're just gonna, oh, you're cooked 2 hits. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. 2 hits. That's criminal. That's like straight up evil. That's nuts, man. I don't know if I can condone that. I don't know if this is I don't know if I can. Where's Scott? Yeah, if you guys are ever wondering, I have like a feeling that Scott's to do with it. Ode spiders can't go down because gravity, and humans can't go up without suits because Ode sky castles are super up there. Dude. No, I think there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, the rebreathers and stuff. Like there's all that lore that they have yet to understand, and like the Ichor. I guess there's an implication that the Ichor is like allows the Ode to live. Yeah, give me 1 sec. Let me get out of here, and then we can start the. Because if I'm still in this dungeon, then it won't, or it might activate another bounty. But yeah, let me get out of here, and we should be able to start the roll for the next bounty, and then I can look it up. Yeah, let me see. Let me figure out what I need to Google. I just Soulframe circle weapon. That should bring it up properly. All right. Looking good. All right, let me pause. All right, let me see what I need to look up. Give me 1 sec. Soulframe circle weapon. Daggers. Oh, Soulframe shorts. What is that? What you're talking about? Wait. Combat. Oh, what would I look up? New weapon. Current. Am I gonna watch the fucking Astacross video?
Amar.
Oh, shout out Greg for following. Soulframe Dev Stream 4. Okay, I got you. Dev Stream 4. Do I have to click around? It's in chapters. What are we looking for exactly? Oh, this thing. Oh. Okay, so it is what I was thinking. Okay, that is kind of the vibe that I was thinking about. That's fucking sick. That's what I mean. No, this is awesome. I'm glad it was like right at the start. That makes things easy. That's awesome. Holy fuck, man. Yeah, and they hang on that for a little bit. Damn. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I love their concept art that they do. I think it's so sick. How would that even swing? Like, what would a riposte look like? We'll get it. Dev say, yep. Oh, in the next Preludes, yeah, that would make sense. It's an ancestor concept art. Oh, not a weapon. Oh, okay. So that's what the ancestor looks like. It's like a Soul Calibur hula hoop. Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I mean, it would be cool as a weapon. I think that would be a bitch to animate. Like, that's what I start to think about sometimes is like, you know, the process of mocapping some of this stuff is a little bit crazy. I think I might have missed it, but Greg followed. I think I missed that, but I'm in England. Yep, shout out all my English viewers. I know it's nice. Like if I do a afternoon stream, then it's easier for like English viewers and European viewers to actually catch an Amar stream. So, like as always, all of my videos are all on my YouTube channel. So because I just stream on YouTube, the VODs just get immediately uploaded as soon as the stream finishes, and you can still see the chat, or at least you should be able to. I mean, I haven't really checked that, but you should be able to. But yeah, you know, like when I do my Warframe tier list, like you can just watch the tier list live, or if you show up and you give me about 20 minutes ish, then I plug in some time codes, and then you can watch the tier list, and it breaks down like, okay, here's all the builds, and then here's the tests and stuff like that. So that's something that I try to do all the time, is that, you know, in the end, my streams are a little bit more like a show. Oh, shout out Jay Garrett for dropping some likes as well. Appreciate it. It's a little bit more like a show. I try to make it so that they're somewhat watchable. Does a weapon like that have a name? So a chakram is a little different. A chakram is more like a thrown weapon. I mean, it's kind of like a magical weapon. Like a chakram isn't like a real, I mean, you could technically make it real, but I feel like it's not. Wait, can you activate him? Oh, are you AFK? Hang on, I got you. Yeah, but like a chakram is different. Like a chakram is more like a thrown weapon that's like can be held, but is mostly used as like a thrown weapon. I can't think of a good example. I know in like in Indian mythology, there's like Indra, and Indra has like a spear and a chakram. But yeah, it's a I don't know. It's a kind of a classic. You know, back when anime was called mythology. Sorry, that's corny as fuck. Yeah, back when Gilgamesh was Monkey D. Luffy. That's pretty fucking corny. Oh my god, did I just one-shot? I'm one-shotting these guys. What the fuck? How am I doing this much damage? I have no buffs. These guys are level 14 and I'm one-shotting them? This is nuts. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, goodbye. I think that would be a really cool weapon, but that seems like an awful time for a mocap act. All right, let's one-shot this dude as well. We'll do this into this. All right, here we go, chat. 1, 2, 3. 3 hits. Yes, dude. Oh my god. Holy fuck. I'm at 19,000. Oh, wait, this is my last bounty. Okay, so I have one more bounty to do, and then I have to go talk to my boy. My boy. Yeah, holy fuck. Felest is so broken. Felest, like, honestly, I feel like it's just the max courage build is super broken. Like, you just get so much power strength and melee damage that, yeah, you're, like, actually just straight up one-shotting everything in the game. It's so criminal, man. It's evil. I'm not even letting Sinis play. I feel bad. I feel bad a little bit, but not really. Yeah. My boy. You're not able to... I want this to be more fair, but unfortunately it seems like Tetherin is just... Not only is it the tank, but it's the fucking DPS monster too, so... I love it for solo. Like, it's so fucking fun for solo. No, I'm buffing you in raining arrows. Okay, I got you. But yeah, dude, like... The sheer... Do you have fire sword? Yeah, I do have the fire sword. The fire sword is actually in some ways worse than the vetch. So I'm using the vetch. You can't see the arrows I'm dropping on your screen. Yeah, I can see the arrows. Well, I can see them embed into them. I like once they stick in, then I can see them. So I can't see them falling, but yeah, just the amount of damage that Felust puts out kind of puts your whole squad to shame. Like it makes having a squad meaningless. Like you have all the DPS, and I'm getting a massive buff. Oh, does Howl affect me? Is that what's going on? Is that why I'm nuking? Because you activate Howl and then it doubles my courage? Oh my fucking god. Can you show the moon? Yeah, there you go. The moon does look sick as fuck. Like, and it's this weird thing where it has like volumetric lighting in a way where if you turn off volumetric lighting, then you get like this awful You got this awful effect. Okay, so Howl is an area. Okay, so you are giving me the buff. Okay, so that's the reason that I'm one-shotting. So if I was playing solo, I would be doing probably about half as much damage, I guess I would say, because if it's doubling my courage, then you could say it's about doubling my damage. So yeah, I would say, you know, that buff alone, that's giga max. That's fucking crazy. All right, let's mark this and keep going. Yeah, that's all I need. No, that's fucking clutch. That's crazy, dude. And like, I do love Garen Rude, but yeah, the main reason that I use Garen Rude is for the free heal on the first ability, and then the second ability is like a stun, and then I think it also increases damage taken, although when I activate it, it doesn't really give me a huge damage boost if it does increase damage taken. So if it is giving you a damage buff, it's not really that crazy. Oh, I missed this. I walked right past it. Sorry about that. All right, keep moving. Oh wait, no, I'm going to the next area. Oh wait, did I just not? Wait, what? Oh, that's my marker. Oh my god. Wait, I thought we were supposed to have like 1 and 2. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind, man. The markers, man. Apparently it's the markers, Mason. It's no longer the numbers. All right, keep moving. It's still the numbers. It's just number 1 and number 2. I'm always making excuses. It's always something with you, isn't it? All right, let's one-shot this dude. At least should be able to kill him in 2 hits. God, this is just like, yeah, and I think that's my favorite thing is that when you play in a squad, it does just get like so much easier. Like all the missions just happen so quickly. 1, 2 hits. Holy fuck. Holy shit, man. That is criminal. And Fellust is already recharged. That's so fucking evil, man. I really am just... I'm blown away, man. Like, how can you allow that? How is this balanced? Scott, where are you? I know you're so keen on balance. It just makes me think of, like, you know, when Scott used to be on the dev streams and he would talk about, like, well, I think balance is really important. And then when Pablo takes over, then it's like you start to see the, like, the QOL stuff. And, oh, cooked. Look at that damage. Holy shit. That's good damage. I mean, the bow definitely puts in work. I think it has... Like, I don't think the bow is weak. I'm obsessed with one-shotting shit. But that's my last one, right? 20,000, there you go. Kith the Kings, 20,000. I could look like the Void from the Angel. Yup, exactly. Yeah, I think it's got that similar vibe. It's like that mystical metal, like it's got magical properties, but in the end it's still like corruption. Like the Ichor looks really, really cool. And like if we ever go to the Garen Shrine and we visit the Glades, that stuff looks really, really cool. And just like the way that the world looks, I think is important as well, that it just looks awesome. And it's got like the stark difference between like the Odin Moaners and like the when you go to the Glades, like it looks so, it's such a stark difference. And that's why I think, dude, the day that they release like an Ode tile set where you go up and you go to the flying castles, I think that's crazy. I think that'll be nuts, man. I think if I enter the relay, then it'll boot me out and then it'll add you back into the squad. So maximum gaming there. But yeah, I gotta say, I appreciate everybody for joining me on a chill little afternoon stream. Thank you for everybody who's watching. I mean, as always, you know, being the primarily Warframe guy, it's always a little hesitant to branch out to other games, but it's cool that, you know, this is a game in the format that I love. Yeah, Warframe and Soulframe crossover. Yep, exactly. I also need the Kith right now. Okay, cool. Sweet. So then we're chill. We're maximum gaming. All right, keep moving. But yeah, thank you guys so much for enjoying the Soulframe content, for watching my Soulframe streams. It really helps a lot. You know, I do them less frequently, so they have actual titles and thumbnails, and I try to make them about a topic every time. And you know, this is just me gushing over the Tethran. So if you, I'm thinking you will see a stream dedicated to every pact, so we can kind of cover the builds that I work with. But the thing that sucks right now is I don't really see myself using any build except for the max courage vetch build, just because like the amount of damage I can put out, the fact that the longsword is like one of the most perfect stances, like it has almost no flaws in the animations, like all of them are incredibly buttery smooth and easy to work with. So there's a lot of stuff about just like using the sword build that's like really perfect. And what I, when I do the video on Friday, that's something that I'm going to talk about is like, in the end, if all the weapons were more comparable, then I would swap between them. But like, obviously like some weapons are split into spirit and some weapons are courage, but the bow is the only weapon that scales off of grace currently. Well, there might be a couple, but there's at least a variant of some other weapons that don't scale off of grace. So like really the only time that I would have a grace build is with a bow. But that means that like, yeah, if I want to do a spirit build, then I'm having to swap some stuff. But Knight of Clan Yatar. Okay, let's rank it up. Rank 4. Fuck yes. Great Helm of Mora. Don't need it. Okay, so we've got one more rank. Now I want to see Mora's hand is fucking 4,000. So I need 9,000 more standing. Oh my god. I complain a little bit, but I'm also joshing just a tad. Like, the reason that it's not really a complaint is because this game is just so fun. We'll get a forest tile set. Yeah, I think like what's so cool is like I love that they still have the dungeons. They still have the procedurally generated dungeons. But then they still just have a persistent open world. You hang out, run around, complete bounties. I think that's really, really awesome, and that's like an important thing. Oh, I realized that it's fine, I'll leave that. My Warframe image, so like on the TikTok video, like I have just an image of the game I'm playing, but I left the Warframe image on, and so you can see like the little bit of the Techrot Encore logo like popping out above the Soulframe picture. That's fucking that's silly, guys, but that should be gone, so we're just kind of hanging out. All right, loaded in, looking good. Woo, let's get some water. Let's hang out. I'm doing good, chat. This water bottle is 40 ounces, and it's almost done. So, pretty important. Spirit Gathenon build is, yep, that's the one. But yeah, the Gathenon and the Royal Tines. Oh, what the fuck? You're like, you don't have the bow out. Yeah, Gathenon and Royal Tines, like the fact that they are the triple tier and they do scale off of spirit, like you can still put together a super strong build. But honestly, I am such an animation guy. Like the fact that the longsword's animations are just like so perfect, I honestly have the vibe of like maybe I'm waiting to spam a bunch of polearm until you do the whatchamacallit, the maybe like a rework to the. I think they don't need a rework. I think they just need to add more magnetization to all the animations. Like if you're gonna do a riposte, I better land all the hits of the riposte. If I'm gonna do a Spectre Strike, I better fucking land the Spectre Strike. And I get that like there still has to be some spacing. Like you still have to work. Like if you dodge super far away, you're not supposed to land that Spirit Strike like this. We'll be able to control Icor like Lady D was using Icor magic. Honestly, I bet probably the fact that there's an Ode Tempest and like that's already an Ode weapon, I think there will be like some kind of Icor manipulation, but it'll probably be really late in the game. Like it's probably a later edition. But I think it would be an awesome pact. I think you could do some crazy, like you summon a fucking Moaner and it's like a buff, like it's like a totem. If you guys have seen the Night Rain stuff, also I might stream Elden Ring Night Rain potentially. But yeah, Elden Ring Night Rain, seeing the Raider. So the Raider, the ultimate ability is like this. It's like this stone obelisk that like buffs your squad and then is also just a giant rock that you can climb on. I thought that was so sick. So it's kind of got that vibes basically. Is this a straight shot? Yes, this is a straight shot. What did I tag? I did not mean to tag that. All right, keep moving. And that's the thing, is like I still think the spirit build does a lot of damage. Like I don't think the issue is necessarily the stats themselves. I think it's more just that like, you know, the dual daggers are actually a very comparable moveset. Like they actually play really well. But just because it's dual daggers, it has that shorter range. And so you feel it on the riposte and you feel it on the Spectre Strike. So it's kind of a theme with me a little bit. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like the fact that the polearm has the charged heavy attack, that's like all you need, dude. That's like literally it. So insanely powerful. Like honestly, I'm of the mind that like I think if you are better at playing a weapon, like if you're more competent, you know, spamming a specific weapon, then that weapon will be the strongest weapon you choose. And while, you know, you may not have the giga super courage build that just deals absurd amounts of melee damage, like you can still make up for that with skill. And I think that's a really important distinction in this game, is like in Warframe, like bro, if you have shitty stats, like if you don't have good mods, it doesn't matter how good you are at shooting. It doesn't matter how good you are at surviving if you don't have any survivability mods. Like I think the stats are so much more important in Warframe, and that game is just designed so much more around stats that it will just always play completely different. And it's a shooter, so it'll already play different just for that reason alone. But like this being a 3D action RPG, this having, you know, perfect dodge mechanics, parry mechanics, all that stuff, it does mean that if you are skilled enough player, it doesn't, like, you can suffer a lot on your stats and still be fine. So let's see. I want to just watch. I want to see what kind of damage you can put up. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh shit, yeah, I can see it putting in work. All right, you got it. Good vibes, good vibes. I mean, this motherfucker is just mobile as hell. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, you fuck. I think I failed all those fellas. Oh, it's still a 2-shot though. Yeah, dude, the howl buff is nuts, man. That shit's crazy. All right, let's get some standing here, boys. Let's get some ranks. Gaming. All right. Look at that. Effortless. Just no need to worry. I will say this is a downside that you kind of sit around for a little bit, but I guess I'll run around and kill some enemies and we'll see where it spawns. Leveling up the bows. I think it's like 17. Oh, dude. Yeah, I definitely feel it, but there was a point where, like, when I had high enough stats and I had a really good Pact, and like I had already upgraded the Pact, I was able to, you know, when all I did was just spam the light attack. That's like the only attack that I actually used when I was leveling up the thistle, but I did find it that it was actually still succeeding very well. Like I was still killing level 20s. I was still doing all that shit. So I'm glad that, like, while some weapons are like may have more damage, like you still are viable. Like every weapon is still basically viable. All right. Still chilling, keep moving. I guess we can, I mean, it's a little bit of a downside, but I was still one-shotting, so that's sick. Oh, I see the howl buff. Oh fuck, look at that. That's fucking gaming. Dude, that definitely gives me like broken amounts of damage. That's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, dude, oh my god. Just howl. I don't know. I feel like Orengal is also up there in terms of like one of the most broken and super OP packs. Hold on, I'm gonna grab Tethering. Okay, I got you. All right, I'll just run around and kill shit then. All right, let's go find some enemies. Fuck. I won't start the bounty. I'll leave the bounty there, and then I can just start it when you come back. All right, let me see. Where do I need to kill? We should have some enemies around here. I just need to run around and find them. They need to suffer a little bit. Yeah, Tetheren the goat. Tetheren's so fucking OP. That's got the vibe. Like, definitely this still has the Warframe. By all means, keep doing bounties. Oh, okay. Does it still work? I guess you just get booted from the squad, I think. Okay, I'll keep burning then. I really want Artist Frame with the power of art, paint, and colors. Color War is another form of art. After all, also maybe one of the abilities will be called Arsenal painting rooms with all kinds of colors. I think that would be really cool. No, it'll give me free XP. That's awesome. That's fucking sick. I think that's really cool. I think like an art frame is awesome because we've had like Dante, who's like a book frame, and like I feel like that would be sick. Like you could change the environment. Like imagine if you could like paint you could paint the tile red. Like you just you know what I mean? Like it's like a what do you call that? What's the word I'm looking for? You know, it's a line of sight ability, but just anything in that cone just gets painted red for a second. I think that would be so funny. So I got an ad. Oh, I feel it. That's all good. Oh yeah, no, I was just talking about the art frame. I think that's a sick idea. Hashtag spider frame when, am I right, chat? Am I right? But
No, I think that would be cool. I was just talking about how like just the concept in general. Like I think what I love seeing is that as the game goes on, the concepts behind each frame get like more complex. Like Kome is crazy that it just gives you decrees. That's like a really cool concept. That's like a late term Warframe idea. You know, it's like, I don't know. And the fact that they have to balance it. So I think it's cool that like the more themes you have, the more creative they have to be and unique with how the powers work. And I think that's just super awesome. So I'm going to wipe my nose a little bit. It's itching a little bit. Give me a sec. All right. Whoa. Woo. Goodness. But yeah, I'm glad everybody's enjoying the stream. Glad everybody can join me and sit back and relax a little bit. And I think part of it for me is that I still think Warframe is relaxing, but I think this game just being on controller and just playing the way that it does is just effortless. Like it allows me to yap. You know, like that's the reason that I crashed out on Friday, is because it takes like almost no brain power for me to play this game and be good at this game. And so I can fully just allow it's like flow state type shit. I just yap like a motherfucker. And I guess that's what I love. Like, you know, no hate on, like, I know like there's a whole genre of streaming where it's like you got the music going and you're kind of just hanging out and vibing and chilling, but boy do I love talking. Apparently boy do I love talking non-stop for fucking 2 hours straight. There's just something about it. Also, where's this goddamn mushroom? It's right here.
With care, King's choice.
Anyway, I guess that's what I get for yapping. The game is easy until I have to stop and fucking look for something, and then apparently I'm a loser. What do you think about Tao's system? I think that's coming. I think obviously my name is Amar, Archon Amar. I think there is lore that they've presented a little bit, like some of the lines that Pazul has hints that they're gonna go to Tao at some point. I don't know when they'll do that, but I think they have a lot of cool stuff available, that Tao is the untouched place now. You know, we've seen it's mostly still Man in the Wall stuff, right? Like we're on the Man in the Wall arc, right? We did the Lotus arc. We concluded that with the New War, and now this is fully into, we're hunting the Man in the Wall. We're trying to find him. We're trying to figure out, how is Entradi connected to the Man in the Wall? What does this mean for the lore? And so we still haven't concluded that story, really. Like, there's still more stuff where we're like, where is he going? Like, what happened to him at the end of 1999? Like, what's left for us? Is there more to this world? Yeah, they're the Lords of Tao. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Below, what is it? Above, the Lords of Tao. Below them, my people. And below even them, you, the cattle. Yeah, that's Pazul. So whatever the Lords of Tao are, they better be cool as fuck. They better be like Archon Hunts 2.0. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm grabbing this. So yeah, give me a Lords of Tao boss fight and make it criminal. Make it straight up evil. Right? Archon Hunts are a joke now. You can solo Archon Hunts with like the most brainless setup ever and just not even think about it. There's not really a lot of other bosses that are comparable. It's Taco Tuesday, my dude. I gotta go. Appreciate it. Wasn't getting XP either. Oh, I didn't finish the bounty. I didn't. Oh, wait. For any of those? Wait. Because you leveled up. No, I didn't finish the bounty. I'm still about to conclude the bounty. So you didn't get any XP because I'm dog shit at finding fucking mushrooms. It's like, I'm so good. I'm the best Souls-like player you've ever seen. But if I have to stop and look around for a little glowy thing, then suddenly I'm the biggest loser you've ever seen. Oh, for any of them? What? Wait, did you still level up though? What the hell? Oh, he's cooked regardless.
Your courage is pleased.
Dr. Albrecht did say Tau system. Yup. Well, and yeah, that was like the reason that they went in the Zeramin in the first place. So, damn, Sinist, my guy, bro, that sucks. That's evil. That's downright criminal. I mean, talk about awful bugs, man. Woo. I just it feels weird to be reminded that this game is in alpha, to be reminded so aggressively in so many different moments, but that is like one thing where I'm like, oh, the world stopped loading. Oh, I have a black screen. and then I'm actually like, oh, I guess it's not my PC. I guess it is still pretty early and potentially buggy in its current state. So I don't know. I have so much fun with this game that I'm glad it's somewhat stable, and I do feel bad. I appreciate it, Sinist. I mean, I'll say it now. I said it once before, but yeah, you can see his username in the YouTube chat. But yeah, he does have a Soulframe only channel. So if you want to see more Soulframe content, then that's there. Yeah. Aliens Fright Sentience at Tau System. Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, I think that'd be sick. I like, dude, just the sentience as they are. I'm alive. Shout out Lua, welcome in, appreciate it. Good to have you here. Good to have the chats popping off today. Fuck, I appreciate it. We've got about 35 minutes left in the stream, and then I'm gonna go outside and get some sun and work out a little bit. Fuck, I'm excited. Oh, I'm awake. Yeah, I guess Harsh sent Lua a message. And classic Lua. What a nice sleep schedule you have there, Lua. Oh god, I'm sorry. Heading to the gym right now. Yup. Good vibes. Get that workout in. Fuck yeah. I'll be up pretty late though. Yeah. I've been thinking about getting a gym membership again, and like now that my work is a little bit, I was asleep until literally 5 minutes ago. Holy fuck, man! It's 3:30 on the West Coast. I'm dead. I'll let you know when I'm back. Shouldn't be too long. That's fucking. Yeah, my boy Harsh. Yeah, Harsh. If you guys haven't met Harsh yet in the Discord, I'll mention it. I failed to mention it. I do have a Discord if you guys are interested. Link to that is in my profile on TikTok. It's in the description on YouTube and the About section on Twitch. You can also do !Discord. I went to sleep sometime after 1 p.m. EST. Oh my god. And start with a baby. That's so weird. I love it. Be sure that's 10 a.m. PST. Oh yeah, that's downright criminal, man. What a sleep schedule. Holy fuck, man. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Discord. Yeah, so join the Discord, not just because we've got a lot of awesome people in there, and we've got Harsh, who's a real G, we've got Lua, a real G, you know, Bahan, who's like regular, who we helped through the game. So if you're looking for help in Warframe, then we've got a ton of people that are way more active than I am sometimes, so apologies if I don't respond right away, but generally if you at me, you will probably also get an equal, if not better, response from like Lua or Harsh, because they're like regularly on in the Discord, and they're potentially on at times when I'm not on, so you can usually catch one of us. But yeah, there's also a raffle that happens along with that. And yeah, the raffle is for Warframe, obviously. So the way that it works is when you join the Discord for the first time. I don't have Discord, and I tried to get Discord account, but it didn't work out. Oh, I hate to say that. I know that like I know that it can be a little annoying. Like there was another person, Toxic Gamer, I think. I don't remember exactly, but they had some trouble joining the Discord. So yeah, I know that it can be a pain in the ass for some people. But yeah, if you are ever curious, I do have that. And you know, it's just there for good, and there for if anybody's curious and wants to learn a little bit or just wants to chat. And yeah, when you join the Discord, you are automatically entered in the raffle. And then for future months, you just have to show up and say hi. And if you've sent a message in that month, then I have a little spreadsheet that tracks all that stuff, so I can see and verify everybody that's been active in the Discord. That's the main thing. Is the goal with that is to encourage people to be active in the Discord, but also to reward the people that are just active regardless. And to go along with that, I run a community showcase that happens every month as well. Same time, it's the same stream. And if you do submit to the community showcase, not only can you be submitted for multiple months, but you also get a second submission. So you get 2 chances to win. Your name gets entered twice in the raffle reel versus everybody else, which is only 1. If anyone's doing Temple Rock community, oh my god. Dude, oh, whew. I hope you get a good squad. That's all I can say. It's been a while since I did like a middle of the week Archimedia, but I've been thinking about returning to that. I do like uploading tier lists on a Monday because it kind of, you know, a little bit of inside baseball. It hits the algorithm earlier in the week, so it's one of the reasons that I only do scripted videos once a week. Is because like all of my streams have titles and thumbnails, and so you know I do the tier list out on Monday, and that kind of gets some viewership, and then I'll do just like the classic randomizer streams. Two shot. Oh my fucking god. Two shot. So yeah, I do the randomizer streams during the week, and then on the weekend, you know, like this weekend, this Friday, I have the Coda Motivore video going up, and that's, you know, on YouTube, it's going up as a horizontal video. On TikTok, it goes up as a vertical video. So appreciate everybody who did watch the Dual Coda Torxica video. That got some pretty decent views, and yeah, in case you guys didn't know, the ad breakdown on like shorts versus like horizontal is actually criminal. Like, yeah, granted you'll get more views on a short, but I still get a pretty comparable amount of subscribers. So yeah, you just get like, I think it's like 4 times as much ad revenue, maybe more. Like, I was comparing my Coda Base Assist video to like the Dual Torxica. Now, there's not a guarantee that the horizontal, because obviously like the horizontal video has to like show up properly. All right, time to go make pasta. Dude, that's fire. Warframe is 12 years old. God, that's long. Yup. Yeah, I've been playing since 2017, since Plains of Eidolon, so it's been quite a while. Engine on a stick Coda. Yup, that's so fucking sick. It's such a cool weapon, and it was a really fun video to make. Like, it was a very effortless script to write, and you know, doing the voiceover was so much fun. And that's one of my main things is I really do have to thank everybody on YouTube and TikTok for just like watching those build videos, because like, number one, they're very easy to make, and I can make them very quickly, and because it's one weapon and it's very structured, it you know, the information is very concise. But yeah, the main thing is that like I can put them out, I can put out a lot of them, you know, I can do weapon builds about like all the weapons I own, and God knows how many weapons that is. And so there will come a time where I'll go through and I'll do, okay, so we've covered the Coda weapons. Now I'm going to go through and do, you know, here's some of the standouts from the S tier list, and you can go and watch the tier list on YouTube for a breakdown of all the weapons. But yeah, I really got to say thank you guys so much for watching those videos, because it does make me smile seeing that everybody's enjoying them and they're engaging in the comments, and they're mostly nice, and you know, you're bound to have a couple stinkers, but you know, that's normal, right? The Infested as a boy band, like how does one come up with stuff like that? No, that's what I mean, where like I don't know when they came up with it. I'm pretty sure 1999 was always going to happen, and so I think it all happened at once. Let me do this real quick. But I just think that, yeah, like Warframe 1999 is like a completely different game. Like, the characters are so fun. I love all the proto frames. I think they're so cool. My least favorite is probably Temple. Like, I think Lizzie is cool. Lizzie has some really awesome lines, but like Flare has like some of the lamest voice lines, like as a Gemini skin. I know some of the Gemini skins, like the lines you hear the most often are like pretty bland and basic, but yeah, Flare just has some lines where I'm like, God, you're such a fucking junky loser. Like, I don't mean to be so harsh, but like there's like the one line where when you equip him, he's like, I've got a whole mess of chemicals slam dancing in my system. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, you gotta be kidding me. But Lizzie has like the most goated, like all of her lines are just like, fuck yeah. Am I outing myself as like wanting a, you know, wanting like a obsessive, crazy girlfriend? Yeah, I want my girlfriend to be exactly like Lizzie. I don't know, man. Just like most of the Gemini skins are just like fun and enjoyable, but like Lizzie's lines are like, fuck yeah. Like that makes shit go so much harder, and it just, oh my God, I have so much fun, dude. I like Temple, but I don't have proto frames I want it. Yeah. I do think that like the Gemini skins, that was probably some money in the bank for DE, if you know what I mean. Like releasing a skin line like that and releasing for the premium that they did, I'm like, dude, that's just cash in the pocket. Like anybody anybody who wants that like goated fashion frame, like the Gemini skins have it. Like your fashion looks so sick when it's an actual like human being. Like, dude, I'll show it, but I was thinking about making a video like a fashion video, but it was just gonna be like Warframe if it was a Hugo Boss fashion show. Cause like, yeah, I'll show at some point I'll show my Site 09 fashion, but like that dude straight up looks like Hail Hydra type shit, and it just happens. Like that's just my natural color scheme that I put on like basically every frame. But then just like the way that Quincy's like clothes look, sorry I bumped the mic, the way that Quincy's clothes look just makes him straight up look like he's knocking on doors and asking for your papers. Like it's crazy, man. I was like, holy fuck, that's bad, that's really bad. And so I was thinking about like doing a whole fashion show of like all of the frames that look like they're a fucking you know, I'm trying to dance around it a little bit, but I hope you guys understand. Yeah, 336. I gotta pee a little bit, but I can survive. Yeah, Site 09 wall hacks. Yeah, the goat. I'm trying to get Plat to buy all proto frames. I'm not good at trade. Oh my god. Trade chat in 2025 is a whole different beast. I will say I've been noticing that the Tennokai mods sell for pretty good. So if you can go 4 rounds in an alchemy, then you have a chance to get a couple really good Tennokai mods. So the ones that I have noticed are primarily number 1, Discipline's Merit is like by far the number 1. And then also like Dreamer's Wrath is up there. And then the one that gives status chance on heavy attack is also pretty good. But yeah, mostly just Discipline's Merit and Dreamer's Wrath. Those were the 2 that I saw at the highest price. It was like, I think about 60 or 80 plat per mod. I just hoard everything. Yeah, I feel it. I do still think that like while prime sets, the prices drop and like prime sets are easier to get and therefore cost less and are sold for less. I still think it's a pretty good way to farm standing. You know, if you want to sell prime junk, Riven's is pretty good. Although primarily what I've noticed is most people are not like me. Most people are not buying unrolled Rivens, but like, you know, an unrolled, I don't know, like, most unrolled Rivens are pretty worthless, but like even an unrolled, like if you get an unrolled Riven for like a Torrid or a whatever or a Nucor, or it could be a whole bunch of other ones, but that can get you some good money, and then you don't necessarily have to worry about a god roll. Like I think while you may get a shit ton of money for a god roll, it's mostly the struggle of getting someone to buy it. I have Rivens like Dual Toxis. Yeah, like a Dual Toxis Riven is a perfect example where if you're trying to sell a god roll for a Dual Toxicist, dude, the clients, the people that are going to be buying from you are going to be the most annoying, bro. I mean, you'll either never interact with them or they'll be like, bro, why the fuck would I want X, Y, and Z stat? Like the people who want god rolls. Yeah, I got it by luck. Yup. Imagine not buying unrolled Rivens. So you have 1.3 million Kuva. Yeah. No, that's the thing is like, bro, I buy Rivens to fucking roll them, right? That's the fun of having a Riven. Like, why the hell would I spend 800 plat on like a perfectly rolled Riven when it's got like the fucking hype beast stats? You know, it's got like the, oh, this is replacing a damage mod, you know, that type of vibe. So, that's the thing is like, dude, the god roll market, there's like so many factors that are built into the god roll market. Like, you have to know what is the most desirable stat, right? What is the build that people are going for? Because the build that people are going for will determine the actual stats you want on a Riven. So, like, you know, there have been moments where somebody will like be in my chat or like in my comments and they'll be like, bro, just sell god rolls. Like somebody's like, bro, I can't make any plat. And somebody's like, just sell god rolls. And just using the word just is like, okay, fuck you, dude. You're an asshole. Like the concept of selling god rolls is like, so there's so much more to learn from it than is like first presented by just saying like, oh, you can get thousands of plat by selling a god roll. It's like, trust me, man, there's some like market economics that happens with like the Riven market, especially, that can be a giant pain in the ass for most people. All right, here we go. I have to lock in real quick to land it. I just realized I got more good Rivens, I think. Yeah. But that's the thing is like, really the only thing that I would suggest is if you have a rolled Riven, then you should go to Warframe Market and see what are some stats that are already being sold. Like, the thing to keep in mind is like I don't know if you can see how long a listing has been up. That's pretty important, is that, you know, people will put up want to sell listings and they'll list it for like fucking 3,000, 2,000, whatever. They'll do a top bid, like a buyout price. That doesn't, you know, like if it's been up for weeks, then that's like all you need to know, that no one's fucking buying those. So, you know, like, it is weird to, you know, that's what I'm getting at. Like, also I missed that saying I just copy builds. I feel like it's a pretty good thing. Like, you know, if you are copying builds, then you're seeing like the most prominent builds, which means that you're seeing the most desired stats. Like, if you think about it statistically, that, you know, in a sense, like the common builds will be the ones that are most favorable. Like, it's just basic math at that point. So, you know, like, if you're seeing the build, then it's probably a pretty universally common build, or somewhat standard for lots of people in the game, and so then you might get some better chances on like Riven rolls and stuff like that, and ratios and stuff like that. But I think, yeah, it's like, this is what I mean. It's like like Soulframe is a 3D action RPG that has like quote unquote looter shooter mechanics that is really arcadey and really easy to play and super simple. And then I talk about Warframe, and like, you talk about Warframe for 5 fucking minutes and suddenly I'm talking about market economics and like and I'm talking about what your clients is looking for and like what your audience is favoring and which stats you're looking at. And like immediately you're like, wait, I just want to buy a skin. This is what it takes to get plat. And you're like, oh, your head starts hurting. You're like, and then I need the mods, and and it just gets more and more. And you could probably get some good money for arcanes. Like, if you're willing to farm Vosphor or just do a bunch of Tridolons, you could probably still get some decent money. Because I still think that the Eidolon arcanes probably are going to still be the most desired, like an Arcane Aegis, Energize maybe a little bit, maybe Grace is probably up there. I don't know exactly which ones are the most favorable. Let's do this properly. Let's do this properly, you motherfucker. Parry and 2 hit. Oh my god, that was more than her HP. That was like 20% more. Oh, I'm not getting any bounties. Oh, I'm not getting any standing for this either. Oh shit, wait, am I not getting any standing period? Do I need to like quit out of the game and load back in? I don't think I got any standing for that. Can I see? Yeah, I think I've been burning a bunch of bounties and not getting any standing. Ooh, yikes, chat. Should I go to Kith of Kings and see? I think I might be bugged. Let's find out. Is there a way for me to check? I don't think there's a way for me to check yet. Like, look in my profile and see the stats. Journal, codex, inventory. No, I don't think so. Miscellaneous, no. I don't think there's a way for me to check. I think I'd have to just go to the place to be able to see it. So, yeah, I guess we'll standing cap. There shouldn't be a daily standing cap. I've definitely gotten way more standing than this in a day. So I think it might just be bugged. I'm going to relog, I guess, and that's all I'll do. So I don't really want to run to Kith of Kings. I'm pretty sure I'm kind of far away. Oh, wait, I'm not that far. I'm pretty far south. Wait, that might be good. Let me see. Maybe I'll just visit. I think I might just need a relog. Yeah, you know, still got some bugs, still got some stuff to work out, but looking pretty good so far. But yeah, I guess so far working out the way I want. I mean, I'll do a quick relog and we probably have time for a few more bounties and then we'll be chilling. So let's do it, chat. I'm holding in the PE. I can handle it. I'm a big boy. I need to not have the weakest bladder on planet Earth, so still do, but yeah. Ooh. But I definitely feel way better when I actually drink water properly. So I'm gonna let you in on that little secret. That's my tip. That's the Mars tip for the day. All right, let's get moving, chat. I think that should be all we need to do. I would be really sad if I don't get any standing after this, but yeah, dude. Oh, it didn't complete the bounty. Oh, look at that. Interesting. I guess it'll be a good test then. We'll see if it's still bugged. So I'll get to one-shot them just like before. So nice and easy. Keep moving. All right, looking good. Should be over here. Yup. All right, dude. But yeah, you know, like I've been thinking the dungeon doors need to be marked. Yup, true. I will say, like, That would be helpful, but very quickly I start to learn where all the dungeon doors are. Like the teleport I think should be marked. I think you should be able to teleport easier. But it's weird, man. Like I've like already figured out where all the things are, and you know, there is this annoying period where you're like running around and you don't know where to go, but I don't know, man. It's just like it's something that I find that there's like levels of quality of life where if I'm lacking that quality of life, I can still succeed, and it's like annoying as fuck, but you know, I'm surprised how well I can adapt, I guess is what I would say. I think a lot of that when you rank up friendly factions, don't talk because new voice lines. Oh yeah, true, I got you. Oh, like, oh yeah, I see. No, honestly, dude, I don't know exactly what their lines are, but unfortunately, I'm the max Yapatron, so I guess I don't know. They have some interesting lines, but I don't know. Those lines specifically, it's kind of a one-off. You never hear it again, so I guess it's cool, but I don't know, man. Some of those shits I don't really care about. I want to hear the voice lines. Yeah. Yeah, so these lines, the lines you hear from the bounty, you'll hear these lines over and over again. Like these are all repeatable lines. These will show up a lot, but yeah, I can try my best to stop talking, although I don't always know how effective I'll be. Let's see, I should still have time for this. Easy clap. Oh, that wasn't a kill. Oh, lame. That was way less damage. All right, let's see. Come on.
Well done, envoy.
Okay, there's that. That's not what I'm looking for.
Your triumphs lighten this leaden shame.
I don't want you, Diora. I want my boy. Where's Fenyatar? There you go. Give me the standing. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get any standing the last few times I played, so that does suck. Yeah, here, I can start another one. We'll hear the lines. When you rank up in Warframe, characters have new voice lines. Oh, yeah, I get that. Yeah, I guess he has like a one-off line. Yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, yeah, it's I've already passed that moment, so you won't be able to hear it this time around, but yeah, if you want to still hear that, so. In Warframe, it's like a little bit of a story beat. I don't think it's the same in Soulframe. Like, I don't think it's as comparable. Like, it's like when I was doing Alka's Children, it was basically just like, great job, Leggy. You're so cool and awesome. And then that was the line, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And then Fenyatar is kind of the same. He's like, such a powerful warrior you are, so cool and awesome. It's like, yep, that's the good vibes, but I appreciate it. Thank you for mentioning it. I'll try my best the next time around, but you will, well, I guess when I swap to Silent Rose, then you'll hear some rank up lines, but I don't know. I guess I'll see if I actually rank up on stream. I have a feeling I'm probably going to rank up the last rank off camera, just because it's like, it's only 5,000 standing. It's not actually that hard to farm. Like, yeah, it's 125 bounties, but you'd be surprised how quickly you can burn through all that. So I think that's a pretty important thing to understand. But yeah, definitely still chilling. I do enjoy it. I've done all quests and maxed all friendly factions in Warframe. Yep. And I do think that, like, yeah, the Warframe lines are more like actual story beats. Like, I can see why you want to hear the lines in Warframe, but definitely in Soulframe, even the bad quests, yep, absolutely. No, that's definitely a collectathon. Like, going through and finishing those is something that's like pretty manageable for people to do. But you know, you can get some good standing. But it's a great thing to just complete. It's a great achievement to just have. But yeah, definitely a difference. Like when you rank up in Warframe, there's like an actual story beat. You know, like I think of Deimos, like when you rank up the Mother faction, there's like some actual moments of character growth and development, and I think that's really cool. I'm going to put the last rank in Conqueror, and then I'm going to put another rank in Iridis, and then I should have a little bit higher stats. Yeah, 8 and 30, and then I'm going to put another point in Courage and get that a little bit higher. So I think I'm going to keep it as it is and just max out Courage, because I don't really care about Grace. I don't think I have any range. I don't think this build cares about range at all. So we have maxed out heal. So every time I kill an enemy with my sword or just like with weapon damage, then I'll get quite a decent heal. So at least the bounties are still working. Thank God. We should have time for one more. What's the max level in Soulframe? 30? Yeah. So pacts go up to 30. Weapons go up to 30. Yeah. And there's an important thing to understand with leveling up in this game, which is that mostly with weapons, you'll get you'll get about 80% of its power in the first 19 levels, because you'll get like combat art points, which are like your passive skills for each weapon. You'll get those at like 5, 7, 10, 15, and 19. So they front load a lot of the upgrades. So like the smartest thing for you to do if you have a bunch of weapons is literally to level all of them to 19 first, and then worry about 19 to 30 later, because 19 to 30 takes as long as 1 to 19. So you know, like it benefits you if you're like wanting to put a bunch of combat art points in to just level up to 19 and then move on. And then that's what I did. I just got as many combat art points as I could, and then I returned to them later when I was ready to just lock in and grind the fuck out of it. So kind of sick. There's a video about leveling up stuff. Let me think. I haven't made a dedicated video. I think that's the next video that I'm going to do. I think I might do that this Friday. I'm feeling like I might not do that. But yeah, I was thinking about doing another guide. I guess there's a little bit of it in my guide, but I think it'll be good to do a breakdown of like leveling up. But it's really just like understanding the levels and how they scale up. And then also the real thing is like, I wouldn't really suggest power leveling your gear. Like, if you want to level up, I would suggest just doing it by playing normal bounties, just because like you're gonna need to do so many bounties that you might as well do 2 things at once, and it'll benefit you besides just doing the, because like if you want to just power level your gear, you can just go to the glades, which are like the second, it's like the alternate dungeon structure, which is like the fancier one. And there's these enemies called mockeries and husks that give you like 2000 XP every time you kill them, which is the same as these like elite enemies. So like if I kill this hammer lady, she will give me 1700, which is about the same as those husks, but you fight like 50 fucking husks. So there's an Ichor room full of mocking Ichor. Yep, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one you're looking for. So it doesn't always spawn in the glades, but it's an end cap room, and it's an arena. But the special part about that room is if you activate it properly, it will just continuously spawn those husks, and they'll just get higher and higher level. So every time you kill like 5, then they'll level up by 1 level. And so literally you can actually just power level anything to 30 in 1 dungeon. And granted, they like, when I did it, I actually tested it. I power leveled 1 weapon from 0 to 30. And I think the enemies ended up being, it was maybe like level 8 to 30 or something, but it was a majority of the XP. And it was straight up like the enemies ended up being like level 25, or like they were insanely high level. And that's like, yeah, 25 rounds of just doing nothing but killing those fucking dudes. So yeah, you can technically just target farm your levels, but I wouldn't suggest doing that, because you know, that's not really a great representation of what the gameplay actually is. Like, most of your time is spent just like playing bounties, so you'll need to do lots and lots of bounties to collect everything. So that's what I suggest, is you may level up slower, but the fact that you'll still see a decent amount of elite enemies, and you'll get a little bit of XP from completing the bounty and stuff like that. So you'll make up for it. You'll still get significantly less XP than just spamming that wave-based mission, but I do think it's not the worst. Like, I still end up leveling up very, very fast when I just spam bounties, and that's the important thing. Is I think this game is just telling you, okay, here's how you're gonna do it. You're just gonna roll up, and you're just gonna go crazy. Just roll up, finish the bounty, do it again, do it again, do it again. Codex about the enemies? I don't think so. Oh wait, maybe? No, I think it's just for the characters. Yeah, it's just for the characters. So you can meet all the different ancestors and stuff, but no codex. How would I describe it? I think the understanding the enemies is more like Sekiro, if you guys have played that, where enemies are highly structured, and once you've fought them 5 or 6 times, you know all of their animations. And I think that's the important thing to understand, is that there's only a few different enemy types, and like, yeah, if you see me killing those red shirt dudes, or like the double knife the double axe or the double knife dudes, they give you more XP as well. The first Ascendant really needs a codex. The first Ascendant doesn't have a codex? What? Dude, I mean, the meme is that it's like Warframe, but I didn't think it was that much like Warframe. That's crazy, bro. I feel like the first Descendant needs it a lot. I mean, like, Warframe has a pretty decent codex, but I know that in some ways it doesn't really have the juice that you want, but fuck, man. I've never played the first Ascendant. I never will. The fact that it's already basically dead, well, not dead. Dead is the wrong word, but it's lost most of its player base. So, you know, it's like looter shooters in general, I'll never play Destiny. Never in my wildest dreams will I start a Destiny account and be a Destiny content creator. I mean, I saw that like Thacker is a Destiny content creator now and he's doing both, and I'm like, fuck, that's the grind. I guess if that's what you love, then that's what you love, but this is what I love. Like, that's why I am branding myself pretty heavily as like, okay, you're gonna see Warframe and you're gonna see Soulframe. I want to know the legions. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like for the different types of Sinecure. I get that. Yeah. For like lore reasons and stuff like that. Yeah, I get that. That makes more sense. That definitely is more logical than what I was thinking, which is just, you know, like it gameplay wise, I think like they're very good about making the enemies straightforward, and the reason that the enemies are difficult is because you're surrounded by enemies, not necessarily that the enemies are super complex and fascinating and really hard to manage. Like, yeah, if you're fighting bosses, that's a different story, but generally I think like the day-to-day, the average combat that you're playing is you know, very understandable and approachable, but I think that is cool. There are some cool legions in this game. Yeah, there's some cool they have some cool looks, I guess is what I call it. Like when you get to the higher level factions, they have those awesome armor pieces. Like they have the skull or like the face on the back, and I think that's sick. So well said. Well, it makes way more sense than what I was thinking. What's up, lower stuff? Welcome in. A little late to the stream. All good, all good. I saw you in the Discord. You're gonna grind some fucking eidolons. I'm like, oh my god. But good to have you. Good to have you in the Twitch chat. Appreciate it. Yeah, what can I say, man? Grinding the fuck out of Soulframe. Just burning through it. You know, it'll be a little bit of here and there. You know, what I've realized is that sometimes I'll have like titles and thumbnails and topics for the streams during the week, but generally I like how it works, that it's just the tier list on Monday, and then, you know, I just pray. It's cool. I think one of the coolest things about the way that I stream is that, yeah, I allow the randomizer to do its thing, and then like my Chroma Prime video, like the title is just like Chroma Prime is broken with Coda Hirudo, and people are like, wow, that's a cool video, and then they watch a stream, and then I get good ad revenue for it. So it's cool. That's one of the nice things. Yeah. You can't wait to get a code on the 25th if I don't accidentally miss the dev stream. Yup. Okay. See, that's what I mean. You paying attention, being involved in the community, that'll get you some stuff. You just got to keep an eye out, and yeah, as long as you show up to the dev stream, you'll get a nice fucking juicy ass code. And then yeah, we got to get more people grinding. I got to power level you guys apparently. I got to get you burning through all the content and acquiring Igni Mora and all this shit. And I will say, farming in this game is still mostly drastically easier. Like most of the time that I'm comparing the farming of both, I find this game to be so much more straightforward, and it's just the simple fact of like how the game is played, that it's somewhat more effortless to play, and so because of that, like I don't care as much about the amount of farming. Also, look how much I'm healing. Dude, I'm like full healing just from like not getting hit. All I have to do is avoid, like as long as the enemies don't hit me like 3 times per enemy, then I can like full heal off of any amount of damage. So that is fucking sick. It is 3:59. Shout out Low Stuff for joining me and getting involved in the Discord. I'll say it one more time. I've got a Discord. Link to the Discord is in my profile on TikTok. It's in the About section on Twitch. And it's in the description on YouTube. It's in the description of all my YouTube videos. So join the Discord. There is a raffle that happens along with that. So yeah, when you join the Discord, you're automatically entered in, and then for future months you just have to show up and say hi, and if you've sent a message in that month, then you will be entered in the raffle. Bungie made Destiny 2 bad because of greed. Yeah, I mean that's one of the things is like I hear that so often with Destiny players that it does discourage me a little bit. But yeah, the raffle, you'll win a Prime Warframe set, you'll win a Max Rank Acolyte Arcane, you'll win either 3 or 4 Veiled Rivens, and so yeah, just be involved in the Discord, be there in the Discord, responding to people. Even if you just reply and send a fucking heart emoji, as long as it's a message, it has to be a message. So like if you give a little reaction, like when you do the little thumbs up or the heart, I don't see those, so it has to be a message. And then you'll be entered in the raffle for that month. And then what I also run is I run a community showcase alongside that. So you can submit builds, fashion, whatever you want. And then if you do submit to the showcase, then not only can you enter for multiple months. So if you want to just, be here, submit a few fashions and then spread them out, then you can have submissions and you can have a chance to win for 4 months, and you don't have to worry about being in the Discord and saying hi. So you have that. And then also if you do submit to the showcase, then you get a second entrance into the raffle. So like Harsh and Lua and anybody that submits builds or whatever, they will have 2 names in the raffle wheel versus everybody else that will just have 1. So hope that explains it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back in about 3 hours with some Warframe content. We're just going to be grinding probably some Omnias, probably some stuff. I tried to free to play Destiny 2, and it's not free to play Destiny 2. It's free trial. Yeah. Cause you just you have to buy the passes. I think there's a couple passes to unlock all the content, but thank you guys so much. Shout out my boy. Maybe you could teach me how to pronounce that in, Romanized text, I guess I would call it. I mean, whenever I look at Cyrillic, so many ads. Oh, I feel it. So many ads. Oh, that sucks, man. Oh, man. Hey, but if you enjoy Warframe, you enjoy Soulframe, I'm going to be doing more of both. I'm going to try and do more Soulframe streams. I got to thank you. Thank everybody for watching this stream here. I could check and just see how many you guys are watching. 5 concurrent viewers over on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. And 2 viewers on Twitch. So I really appreciate everybody who's been enjoying the Soulframe content. Yeah, I saw someone looking at Warframe's Nightwave and they are like, oh, the battle pass like Destiny where I do buy. Yeah, but hey, what can I say? I love Warframe for a reason. So if you are watching on YouTube, I do appreciate if you drop a like, but thank you just for watching. I'm glad to see that people are enjoying the Soulframe stream. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in 3 hours for a Warframe stream. So without further ado, take care. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.